Hello and welcome to our game of War of the Burning Sky, an adventure path by EN Publishing. We are the Tuesday Nights, and my name is Justin. I am the GM for our game. Let's go through our players.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I play Myetharia, the High Elf Fighter Cleric.
Hey, I'm Cassie, and I play Winry, the Tabaxi monk.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Rev, the Halfling Thief.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I play Bryn, the half-orc cleric.
And I'm Rob. I play Jack, the high elf wizard. Last time, the protectors of the past entered a dark and twisting cave, searching for the entrance to the hidden city of the Terranesti elves, Foros Arendra. A group of succubi tried to trick them, and a pair of crab-clawed fiends barred their way. But the party pressed on towards Ruark, his allies, and with any luck, the torch of the burning sky.
Vigilant blessing to Rev.
Part of the recap, I guess.
Having stabbed this large creature in the face, name I don't remember, gonna have to kind of collapse a little bit, and I can't go on. I'm gonna need to take a break.
I can... How is everybody? I can either cast a spell, or we can all just take a break.
I come out of stun like, ah! Oh.
I feel like you need to be quieter because there's less walls blocking you to the children.
Sorry, I was in
Myetharia
midstream when they did that to me, and I just kind of had to get the rest of that out. I apologize.
Fresh. So
Yeah,
fresh and so
I'm
clean.
at full health.
Very fresh, yeah. No.
I'm just a little hurt.
Yeah, I just gotta...
So as you guys are discussing this, just so you know, the bodies of these two creatures do dissolve away effectively. They disappear into the ether next to you. And if you recall, I hope, the last thing that he said after giving you guys like the effective thumbs up from the Terminator there, that wasn't in your recap, was that he hides in the Grove of Fallen Hollows, was what he had said as he faded away.
Oh, I wrote that down.
You did.
So as I'm kind of probably laying on top of the creature because he's so big, and I pretty much immediately just kind of fell. No, I find myself on the ground. Yeah.
Did it feel like to anyone else like this was some sort of test? I'm saying this as the bodies are disappearing in front of us.
That seems to be the vibe of this, that we're learning if we are good enough to go on. For what it's worth, team, I think we're good enough.
Maybe that means we can't die again.
One way to find out. Rev, stab yourself again.
Don't.
I don't
think.
I can't lift my sword. I'm just gonna need to lie here for a second.
Okay.
I guess this raises the question, though. What is testing us?
Instead of healing him, we should just take a short rest, yeah?
Whatever you guys, that's what I'm trying to decide. What do you...
Yeah, let's just take a short rest. We're good. Use them hit dice. That's what they're for.
Okay.
You sit there in the absolute pitch blackness that is this cave, talking to each other, without really being able to see much. You can take a short rest if you'd like to.
Oh, would I like to?
To help everyone relax, I'll pull out my banjo and I'll pluck a couple strings and I'll sing Happy birthday to you.
Oh my gosh.
And how's it sound? First time it sounds not great.
I don't feel like you're really
rolled
trying there,
9.
Jack.
You're right. I try again.
Happy
birthday to you.
I mean, I know this is a game of Magic, and like skills and everything don't really transfer when it. But like, I really find amusing the idea that like you can train your entire life in like a hard skill like banjo or something, and now you just can't simply play it. Like, I don't know. It's very interesting.
No, how I've thought of it is like I know the chords, I know the melodies in my head, but like my fingers are no longer like used to doing those. So it's something like I put in my 10,000 hours and now I retain the knowledge of my 10,000 hours, but not like the muscle memory.
They were
Also, it's just more.
just enough.
No, that's still
that
that still doesn't really track for me. But
He reforged his soul.
He reforged his soul.
So his fingers.
That makes sense. He reforged his soul.
Part of what he lost was musical aptitude, but part of what he gained was arcana aptitude. Arcane aptitude.
Everybody good?
Huh?
Rev has rolled a single hit dice so far that I can see, at least.
You weren't that hurt, right?
I'm trying to get it.
Yes, he
rolled.
was. He was down to like 3 hit points.
4 hit points. I also getting. Someone wrote me from work, and I'm trying to answer their question.
Well, Rob, I almost led this session off with an introduction for you. I was very close to doing it. While I was raking, I was considering if I was going to do it or not.
I wouldn't have stopped you.
Then everybody just jumped in as soon as your introduction was done. It was like, well, whatever.
What were you going to do?
Just a brief little introduction to say hi and everybody's name.
You were?
Yeah, you've been bugging me
It's
for
like
forever to do it.
Singing him a love story, Justin.
Oh, listen, I'll move it. I'll grab it from this part and I'll move it forward. Go do it.
Oh boy. Pressure is on now. Oh, it was going to be such a little sudden thing.
Now I'm expecting it. So chop chop, let's go.
Did I just roll like absolute turds? Because I do not.
Did you run out of hit dice?
You get to add your con modifier to each of those. Do you not have a con modifier?
Well, I mean, I did all of my. Oh, let me see here. Con modifier. I mean,
hit dice is the only thing I let D&D Beyond do.
I don't have a con. No, I have no con modifier.
Oh.
So then, yes, it's very possible you just rolled like, as you said, turds.
I rolled all of them. And I'm currently at 55 hit points. So I don't know what happened.
I mean, that's not bad, but you did roll under average, I'll say.
All right, so I rolled.
Looking at
1, 3, 3, 6, 2, 4, 5. Okay, 8, 3, 8.
55 out of what?
I mean, those sound like the lower end of average, but still pretty
76.
close.
Okay, well,
I can
21.
I can do one more thing.
I need another. Yeah, I need another little touch.
I'll use a healer's kit.
Need another little touch.
I didn't. I wasn't gonna say anything.
We have 14 hit dice.
Little touch of HP.
Oh gosh! So you've rolled 68 and you got 19 total on it. That's pretty brutal.
Is that what it is? Is that what you came up with here?
Well, I'm seeing your roll history there.
All right, you get
68 is that's an average of 3, so you rolled well below average on those.
10. You get 24, so that should get you back up to full, right? Yeah.
In fact, you rolled more on 48 than you did on 68.
I think I missed.
Oh shoot!
I'm pretty sure you just
I don't know if I
rolled
could do that.
awfully.
Hold on. 10, 21.
All right, what did I get there?
Hold up a minute. 10, 21.
Your calendar.
Yes, I'm looking at my calendar specifically.
Yeah,
Why?
When we were at your house is when I last gave Rev a healer's kit, And so we were still in the forest then, so I can do another one.
Yes.
For Rev.
If you haven't done one for him since we've been in the cave.
Yep. The cave has been
sure.
2 days later.
Right. Okay, so you get 24 hit points. I wonder if I took that out of my inventory.
So I'm going to say this. I think this happened last time. We need to decide whether or not we're going to do that before I roll all my hit die, because we continuously like overshoot, and I feel like we're wasting some.
I feel like we
economy.
overshot by 3.
We overshot by a lot, I think, last time.
Oh, last.
Well, so like
Yeah, this time how many? Let's see. How much was it? It was 24.
24, and you had 21 left over that you needed.
Yep.
I missed 4 H. I actually missed 4 HP because it automatically applied all the rolls except for the first roll that I did. And I know that sounds wonky, but I just double checked it and it makes sense. So, but that being said, it's all good. I didn't actually update you with that information. Either way.
So what I just did, all the only thing that's hard, it gives a good chunk of hit points. It doesn't take any spells. It's just using healer's kit. It's a lot because I can heal from it instead of just stabilize a creature. The only thing is I can only do it to a person once per day, use that type of healing. So it really is not wasteful because I can do it to each of you, but I can only do it to each of you once a day.
Okay, gotcha.
So.
And how long does it take to do?
As an action.
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to get like. We can, figure it out.
Do you fold this or?
Good.
Fold it. Thank you.
Okay.
Ready to move forward?
I think so.
You continue
Forward
onwards,
manually.
following the same process that you have been up until this point, leaving behind a small branch with the light spell cast on it, following the direction that your shadows point you down, and continuing down those pathways. You do this up until you get to the 6th intersection. At this point, as you're kind of winding your way through, you've returned back to the river to the side of you. And ahead you start to see what appears to be a pinprick of light in the distance. The end of the tunnel, the exit. However, just as you start to approach this area, the light flickers before you as if something had flown in front of it. It flickers again, and the constant rushing echoes of the river change in a rising chorus of screams, of cries, a cacophony of 100 voices rising from the river next to you. The light at the end of the tunnel vanishes, and the air becomes thick with the flutter of wings and tattered cloths sweeping past you.
In the
You
dark.
see nothing.
The best for you.
Not even those with dark vision can see anything. It is absolute blackness. As a roar comes joining, a reptilian roar joins the screaming spirits from ahead of you. You can hear the sound as it wades out from the water and onto the land before you in pure blackness. And I'm going to have you guys all just roll initiative right now.
Do we all have to roll initiative at disadvantage?
No, you can react reasonably.
Oh boy, honey.
And I'm hoping
no.
this is going to work.
Beat you by 1. Oh no, you've got way more initiative than I do. You beat me by a ton.
I'm going to pull you guys across, and I think all you should see basically is your own token.
Ourselves?
I see everyone else.
And
Yeah.
maybe everyone else. I think I gave it so everyone
Yeah,
exudes
everyone
a
else.
small
Okay,
amount
yeah.
of light so you can see where each other are.
Yikes.
When you roll
Uh,
1, you'll add your right.
What?
Rev,
You
you,
roll
have
Roll a
advantage.
1, you'll add your initiative.
Oh, that's
right?
good.
Yes,
That's
yes,
very
you do.
good that I have an advantage. Thank you.
You roll the bad
20
initiative again,
total over
Cassie.
here.
What
It
she
wasn't
does.
bad last
She did.
time.
Boy, oh boy, I don't like this. No light.
Looks like a dinosaur. The little token.
Oh, the token.
It is so cute.
Very cute.
Jack rolled a 10. Bryn rolled a 5. Looks like
Myetharia,
Myetharia rolled a 20.
quick out the blocks for
20
the 20.
total.
Sorry, you were going to recap for our listeners here.
I would, yeah, just because we aren't calling out our numbers. Rev got a 12. Winry, oh my gosh, rolled one better than Bryn.
Despite rolling a 1.
Well, she
That's
beat
just-
that one.
That was the one better, in fact. was the dice roll.
Basically, Bryn sucks.
And so, Myetharia, it's you first.
Sure.
What's gonna do?
It is pure blackness around you. Your elven eyes completely unused to this, as you can always see in the dark. Instead,
Yeah.
pitch black. Death
Where
of
do
night
I
around
hear
you.
it?
From
What direction?
straight
do I
ahead to
hear
the
it?
right on the map is
So,
where it
like-
comes from.
You said it came out of the
Like,
water.
over here?
You did hear it like make noises as though it's coming out from the water to the side. Yes.
Like drips and drops and like.
So it's like
Right,
straight ahead
I-
in this direction, basically.
Oh,
If you can see
Slop.
that.
that's a wide range of quote unquote this direction.
It's all based on hearing here, right? So it's like
Yep,
it's coming
yep.
from this
It's
conical
echoey.
direction.
It might be real big.
Yeah. Okay,
Big
I
boy.
will draw my swords and start walking that direction. Bit by bit. 5,
Okay.
10, 15.
So she still exudes a aura about 5.
I know. I'm not worried
Okay.
about it. That's just so that you guys can communicate with each other effectively. And so that I didn't have to try to do weird stuff with the map.
Oh, remember when we can't do spells at chill light?
Yeah, remember that.
Making me read my spells in a whole different way, in a whole new light.
Well, at this point,
Huh.
when you guys were walking towards this, you were walking towards what appeared to be the end of the tunnel. It was like a few hundred feet ahead of you at that time. You were right near the exit, and then the light vanished. Everything vanished.
Oh, so what are we supposed to
gonna
take
just-
from that?
I'm gonna go in front of everybody else
Okay.
and at 30 feet, and I'm gonna use the dodge action.
That's a
I
great
think
idea.
That's the first time I've done that
That
this
is a great
entire
idea.
campaign.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna let it come to me. And it's my turn.
Perfect.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Not perfect, you don't think?
Not
We'll see.
perfect. I'm so scared.
Okay. Well, the next thing that you hear is the sound of plodding feet. Just thump. Thump.
Yeah, you're not gonna let you.
Thump.
dark. He said it 1,500 times.
And attacking out from the darkness, so you can just barely make out its form, is this reptilian head as it slashes out and bites down towards your arm.
Does it get disadvantage on all the attacks or just the first one?
Right. So it's going to roll a straight roll because it is effectively invisible to you. And so with disadvantage from the dodge action, it negates its natural advantage there. And
Even though I can kind of sort of see it, you said I could see a reptilian head poking out.
I don't say that was in reference to what you're about to feel, technically. But
Oh, wonderful.
it rolls a 20 to hit.
I'll use a defensive duelist.
Okay.
That won't hit.
So at the last second in your defense, your dodge action that you took effectively, last second you can feel the air moving in front of you, this condensing as its head launches towards you. You're able to swing up the sword, parry it at the last second as its jaw thrust goes wide. It's large. It's big enough that its head was like the size of your arm, basically. If it had bit you, it was like gonna latch onto your whole arm.
Yeah, Becca can see that this is taking up 4 squares on the map.
You also
while only
can't
being able
see
to
it
see
still.
one of them.
You are still
Correct.
blinded to it, but it does not seem to have any problems locating you.
Oh, if we had just like true sight or something. Okay. Wonderful.
Rev, you hear
Just
these
one
sounds
attack.
from up front. This jaws
here.
swish and clack, and then Myetharia make a noise of parrying.
Let's see. Bonus action, I'm going to stomp my foot on the ground.
Okay.
And nobody can see it. But the little strider starts running around his leg. Actually, I'm trying to decide if the strider itself can see, so maybe it's like it's on a track, but it's like kind of going drunkenly around. Like maybe it's erratic, like it like doesn't know where to run on his leg because he can't. The little strider itself can't see. That being said, I'm sure it still is working at the moment. So I will be hasted, which means I can take 1 extra action and move a little further. I'm going to move in to where I believe Myetharia is, and I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack the creature, I guess. I'm just going to try and go for it.
Okay. You kind of stumble forwards, find Myetharia in the darkness before you, and you will attack with disadvantage on all strikes.
Let's see. I rolled a 1 and a 5, but I should be able to roll that 1 again.
Correct. You'd be able to re-roll the 1.
Yeah, so I'll re-roll the 1 quick. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway because I rolled the
disadvantage.
Yeah, with disadvantage. So
Yep. So the 16 is the one it looks like.
yeah, exactly.
And a 16 does not hit.
I'm going to
Oh, boy.
try to use a precision strike here.
Okay.
Using sort of the like I'm gonna try and triangulate between like what I hear snapping jaws and the like, you know, metallic hum of Myetharia's swords and stuff, which I'm super familiar with, right? Like I'm super familiar with her fighting style and with the sound of her movements. I'm going to try and triangulate my attack to hit. So let's see here. I got to roll a D. To get real interesting. Where's my dice? Nope. So that would be 18 to hit.
So 18 does actually hit.
Nice.
That rocks. Okay.
I'm going to lessen your light a little bit. I feel like you can see a little bit too much.
Ah,
That's fine. That makes sense.
it's fine.
That is 36 damage.
Very nice. 36 points of damage as the sword pierces, it looks like. Pierces into this creature.
Yeah, trying to aim for its head, kind of like maybe glances across his neck or something, because I know he's snapping near Myetharia.
Yeah, and you kind of like are following Myetharia on the way up, and then you hear the noise of its jaws snap to the side, and you quickly pierce into that direction with the rapier, stabbing it.
All right, that is. Well, I guess I have.
It kind of hisses back at you like a.
And then I'm going to head back this way, and I guess I could attack one more time. So before I move out of here, I'm just going to go ahead and take another quick attack.
Okay. At disadvantage.
23.
23 does hit.
Dang, that was a good roll for disadvantage.
Yeah.
13 damage.
Very nice.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and a 12 or 11. Yeah, 12.
Yeah, very nice. Two pierces as double kind of quick fire stabs with the rapier.
Yep. And then I'm going
quickly
to
retreat.
Retreat. Yep. And that's it.
Perfect. Jack, it will be your turn up next.
Okay. Was there any special rule about movement? Can I just move as I would?
I think that is fine for the most part.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stumble forward. Oh. 25. Wait a second. I can move diagonal. Hang on. Shit, I can't get there, can I?
30 feet gets you a little bit too far away.
Alright. Well, shit. Now I gotta come up with something on the fly. Go with my original stupid ass idea. It's already had one of its turns, right?
Yeah.
It has. You heard the jaws snap from in front.
It just bit at Myetharia. I'm sorry. I think.
I will calculate movement first.
I should have. It looked like I was good, but I'm not. And my fallback is always, I feel like lightning bolt, and I can't do that right now. Fuck it. I'll use Misty Step. I'll use one of my charges. And I will 30 feet, and then step forward 5 more.
Okay, so as you Misty Step, it does create a small pocket of flame. Hold on.
Go.
Hold on. Which, first of all, you take 3 points of fire damage from
Okay.
as you appear. And for just the briefest of moments, as you appear, light flashes around you, and you find yourself staring face to face into a reptilian gaze. Please make a Constitution saving throw for me.
But we don't disappear?
You don't disappear.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. Constitution, says he.
I'm
not,
so scared.
not great. 11.
Okay. You immediately, upon seeing this creature, are restrained and locked up. You can't move anymore. Your feet don't work properly.
It's a good thing we can't see it then. Huh.
Okay. So. Gosh, I want to roll something to determine if I can put together that the fact that there was light and we did not go back to the beginning, if that means we can use light stuff. Can I roll something for that?
I think, honestly, you know as much as your character would in this situation.
Oh, fuck, I don't want to fuck us over.
It's just a lot of walking.
No, it's not. We'll probably have to fight all those guys again.
No.
I know that.
We don't know that because we didn't fight.
Oh, you know what, Justin? I'm going to use my inspiration because I just realized I have that.
Oh,
good.
Sure.
Oh.
I rolled worse.
Well, fortunately for you, there is no critical failures, so.
I rolled a natural 2. That would be fine.
Goodness.
So I don't know what happened to him then, do I?
Nobody
All
does.
of us would have seen it. Oh, you don't know
You
what
would have
happened to me
seen
as far as
the flash
have
of
seen the
light
flash of
just
light.
for a brief second.
No,
All right,
no,
I'm going.
none of us saw the light. Just Jack.
So everyone else saw the light, but it was so blinding for everyone else that you couldn't tell what happened. It was
Oh, I
so
see. Quick
momentary. For Jack, it's coming like out from him, and so it didn't blind him as much there.
Okay. All right.
Kind of like getting flashed by a camera flash in the middle of a black room. Just all of a sudden, everyone else like ah. But the person who took the picture, less impactful too.
See. Okay.
I really don't know what else to do. So I'm just going to cast Mage Hand, and I'm going to pat Myetharia on the back and say, "You're doing great."
Thanks.
Perfect.
Why didn't you use your real hand?
Oh, I guess I could. She is right there.
She is within reach.
I'll reach out with my real hand and pat her on the back and say, "You're doing great. I'm here with you. I can't move, but I'm here with you."
Do you call that
Can't
out?
move.
Just tell
No,
Myetharia.
my legs don't seem to be moving.
Legs.
That's it. That's all I got.
I want to ask more, but I dare not.
We'll wait for your turn. Winry, it's you
yeah,
next.
exactly.
So I only heard part of that conversation. There was a bright light.
So
We all
Jack,
saw a bright light.
so Jack misty stepped, and it was just like a camera flash went off in the cave for everybody else, and it's just momentarily blinding. But then it's pure black still.
And when he misty stepped, was there the fire?
That was what the blindingness
That was the flash.
Yes.
Okay.
Moving in the walls.
Am?
They're the gosh dang wall.
How am I supposed to know where the ball is?
Right? I could have put up some light on there, I guess, to make it so you can't go through them.
Honey, you know who exercises in the wall?
I'm gonna walk forward, and I'm gonna walk forward with my tail out.
Like swinging it around.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna assume that I'm whacking a Jack.
Yeah, at some point you hit Jack with your tail.
Ow!
And
Oh, hey.
then I'm gonna stop there
Okay.
and strike out in front of me. I don't know how far I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah, which square are you targeting?
Like
Pick a square.
3 in front of me.
3 straight ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Hang on, Chloe. He's nice. 1, 4 to hit. Oh wait. Ooh. 20 to hit.
With a 20, you do not hit anything with your strike.
Okay. I'm gonna move forward 1.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll matter.
You can just start
And-
to make out or like feel the presence of this creature and its hot breath next to you, kind of adjacent to you now.
Again. Not worth 6 plus 12.
18 does actually hit.
But it didn't. A 20 didn't hit when I was back 1. Did I just miss it?
You did target a square that the creature was not in.
Okay.
I had you roll still so that it would be unknown to you. Because I'm mean like that.
4, 8. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 12 cold.
8 and 12. Okay. You can't tell for sure, but you can hear like this crackling sound as though the cold damage was less impactful on this creature. I'm just gonna say it that way. I don't know how to flavor that for you in the dark.
You figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have even bothered saying it.
Well, I can't change that now. I did that twice, right?
Yep, that was 2 attacks.
Okay. Again. Oh, that is not.
Hi, Chloe.
Hang on, Chloe.
Justin, do you have music
20
going, or is it
hit.
just not working on our end?
I do.
Just quiet.
There it goes.
Yeah, I can crank it up a little bit.
No, it's
It was
something
on
wrong.
10 damage, and then I'm gonna try stunning.
What was the to hit on that?
The same as the last one.
Okay. 10 points of damage, and then a stunning strike, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a con save?
Yep.
That's a 23.
It.
Hi, Chloe.
Jack City couldn't.
That's correct.
Legs wouldn't. Up. Okay, now. I'm just gonna move. There. That's it.
Okay. Bryn, it is you at the
I'm
top of the round.
Top of the round.
gonna take.
I said what I said.
The butt top.
I'm gonna take like 3 big steps forward, hoping that I'm by everybody. I could still hear kind of how
You
close.
can kind of
people are,
hear
right?
roughly. Sure.
And then I'm gonna cast.
I'm gonna cast it, you see.
Bless on all of us at 3rd level.
Very nice. Feel emboldened and, well, blessed.
Hashtag bless. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Perfect. After Bryn's turn, everyone can hear the sounds going past you as though there's where was it? The flutter of wings and cloth as it seems to come flying past you. And in amongst those sounds, you can hear voices, and these voices whisper, bring me the light. Show me your face.
Oh.
Don't like it. Nope.
It's a trap.
Good. Myetharia, it's you.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna do my fighting spirit.
Okay.
Oh, don't do
That negates your blind disadvantage.
Yeah, so it just straight rolls.
that.
It's bless. Attacking. Oh, that's good. It's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
Oh boy. That is 12 slashing.
Okay.
Hey, are you adding a D4 to your attack rolls?
Yes.
Here. Let me just add that retroactively. So that makes it a 32 retroactively. I'm sure it still hits.
Still looking good.
Second attack is a 23 to hit.
Does hit.
13 slashing. And third attack is another 30. I rolled another 19.
Nice.
Boy,
Steph, you've really
makes
changed.
What?
That's 8 slashing on that one.
All right.
So it's my
3 quick
attack.
slashes. Despite not being able to see what's happening in front of you, you can still feel the swords dragging as they find their mark.
I shout out kind of in response to whatever's drifting around us, and sort of also to the others of like, no light.
Yes, it's dark.
No. No light.
Why there no light?
On its turn, it continues to
That
attack,
low
and
intelligence.
Myetharia, it snaps its jaws at you once more. This time, it does get the advantage from attacking out of the darkness towards you. It rolls a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, it deals
+5. Yeah, it won't be enough.
Or would you?
21 points of piercing damage.
Sting. Okay.
Okay.
And then you feel the poison course into you from its mouth, and it also deals an additional 15 points of poison damage.
Cool. No saves on that one. You
No
said
saves
15?
on that one, correct.
Cool. Cool. So that was 15 and 21. So yeah, that was fun.
A good chunk of
36
damage
points
as
of
it
damage.
takes like a chunk almost out of your arm. It leaves behind this saliva that seems to just burn and caustically affect your exposed flesh.
Only a third of my hit points. It's fine. It's fine.
Good. Rev, it will be you to attack next at this point.
All right, I'm gonna head straight back in. I'll get here and maybe I'll bump into Winry's tail or something, and sort of feel like I'm back in the fight and try to stab where her. If I knock her tail, I hopefully will know maybe about where she is trying to face and stab towards it.
Okay.
You also know that Winry has range now.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Well, I mean, I was gonna attack right here, but she's in my way. She's next to Myetharia too, so I kind of know where Myetharia is, right? Or like,
You roughly knew where she was, yes.
so I'm gonna try and go back to where I was then, and then bump into Winry.
Yeah. You gotta bump into her a little bit. Like,
And then
sorry. Excuse
do
me.
Going the right way.
try and squeeze around her and attack where I know Myetharia was attacking too. So I rolled 22 or 25 and
D4s.
17. I have D4 because I'm blessed.
Get a +1.
Yeah.
All right, so 17 plus 4, 21 hit.
21 does hit.
Nice.
This is
So I was incorrect before in allowing you to. You don't get sneak attack damage because you have disadvantage, and you cannot get sneak attack with disadvantage regardless.
You're right. You are right about that. I apologize. I should have caught that. So 13 damage here.
So I did retroactively add the hit points back, so don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, I appreciate that. So 13 damage.
I don't.
Yeah.
And
None of us do.
then how much damage did I do the first time? 13 again?
You're fine. I dealt with it. Don't worry about it. I was just letting you know that going forward, don't add your sneak attack in because you do have disadvantage right now.
Okay.
So don't worry. I dealt with it.
9. So I did 9, 13, and 13. Okay. And then I will, I guess, just try to attack this guy again.
Okay.
Keep stabbing at him, poking him. So first one is 18. Second one is 18. It's 18 hit.
The 18 does hit,
Okay,
even
good.
without your bless.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll the bless just for kicks. And
Just
then
funsies.
11 damage.
Very nice. 2 more pokes.
And I'm gonna kind of feel my way back to be positioned behind Jack, and I'll be like, why so stiff, Jack?
I just
Like a
get this way
Jack.
around you, Rev.
Ew.
Oh my gosh.
That is not at all
I always-
how I meant that.
I always knew it.
Well,
I
then
knew
how
it.
did you mean
Jack.
it?
Rev would say, I knew it. Just kidding.
All set then, Rev? All right, Jack, it's you next to respond, so...
Actually, but I still have a bonus action. I can use my bonus action to dodge, correct? Can I like... Oh, can you resolve to like hold a bonus action? Or can you only hold an action?
So typically, no, you aren't supposed to be able to.
Okay, then forget it. I'm just gonna... there's nothing I can do with my bonus action. That's fine.
Dash, disengage, or hide. So no, you could not. You could hide behind Jack if you wanted to, but you would not be able to take the dodge action.
Yeah, I'll hide behind Jack. Why not?
All right, go for it. Make a stealth check.
Oh yeah, stealth check against a being that probably can see anything. 27.
Okay.
Although
you attempt to hide out of sight behind Jack.
Yeah, you're doing everything you can to like get right behind Jack, and this you just clearly see you like squinching your body, like.
Yeah. So 27. All right, done.
Rick, Jack, it's you next.
Am I still restrained?
Yes, you are still restrained currently.
Okay, I don't really have much that I can do outside of just whacking them with parallax. So, can I use my action to try to shake this?
You cannot. You will get a saving throw at the end of your turn, but not until the end of it.
Good D4 now, honey.
I mean, I don't want to risk anything. I don't want to risk any more lights going off and affecting everybody else. So, I guess... Oh, you know what? Sorry, reading if I need to be able to see the target. So you can see within range. Okay, I am going to start focusing.
Okay.
I am focusing on Gabal's superior missile in its second mode. So I am listening and concentrating on all that's going on around me to become aware of the location of all the creatures in the immediate area.
Nice. Yep. Perfect.
So I'll hold on to that. I'm going to cast it at 4th level so that I can do some decent damage, hopefully. Hit cast on that. And that's my turn. So instead of trying to move, I more just like stand still, like take a deep breath, and as I let it out, just listen very closely to all the sounds going on around me.
Yep. You do mark the spell usage now, and then as your reaction at the start of your turn, it will go off, so to speak.
Right. Yep.
At the end of your turn, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. With Bless.
He's not gonna matter. Oh my gosh. I rolled a 2 on the D20 and a 1 on the D4.
For a total of?
Not good. 5? I assume this isn't a charmed condition, right?
This is not a charmed condition.
That's... Is there anything I can do? As a reaction, force creature re-roll. I feel like technically I could use my reaction to Chronal Shift.
And it would turn off your spell at that point.
Well, it would use my reaction for this turn, but then I would get my reaction back at the beginning of my next turn and use that for...
Oh, so I think how it's written, you use it just before the start of your next turn. So it would be this turn's reaction is being used.
Using your reaction immediately before the start of your next turn. You're right. Okay, then I won't do that. I'll just continue to... Something bad happening to me.
Okay. Well, on a failure, you are immediately petrified. And you become a block or a perfect cast out of Jack, mid concentrating on his spell, turned into obsidian.
But no one knows.
You could
That's
hear
it.
the like crackling of rock almost as it forms around him. Like he brings his arm back. He says something like, "Guys, be ready," and then
I'm gonna hit him with a big shit.
and suddenly he is incredibly still.
I'm hiding right next to him. So
You're hiding really well now.
I
And a rock.
definitely know something's up.
Yeah.
And he is petrified. Winry, behind you, you hear the noises of Jack becoming petrified. It is your turn.
I'm gonna continue to hit what's in front of me.
Go for it.
Okay. 16.
You do have bless. I'll remind everybody.
17.
17 does not hit, unfortunately.
14 plus 12.
That one does
6.
hit.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And the cold?
6 cold damage.
Okay, perfect.
And then we're gonna do flurry blows.
2 more strikes.
2, 13, 14, 15 to hit.
And does not hit, unfortunately.
Jan, bless.
23,
That does hit.
13.
Very nice.
And I'm gonna
Oop.
wrap my tail around Jack, technically.
You have enough feeling in your tail that it feels cold behind you instead of warm. And
Very-
it also feels, yes, like rock. Not like chiseled muscle that you normally would feel.
Yeah, right. The rippling calf
Yeah.
muscle that you normally feel there.
You can tell, though, with your tail even, that something's wrong with Jack. That is the end of your turn, so Bryn, it is yours next.
Y'all are freaking killing me.
No, a dinosaur is.
No, nobody's communicating. What's going on, everybody?
Oh,
And I'll
stone!
Here, Scoot moves.
Stone.
Stone.
Not you.
Jack stone! Stone.
Do you want me to
Sounds
wait
real
till
cool.
my next turn, Justin, or?
You're fine.
All right, I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh, sheesh, kabish.
You just see him? Oh, you're right there.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna reach
It's actually
out.
what I was looking up. It is touch, not see, so
yeah,
you
it's
should be
touch.
good.
So I'm walking in the dark like this. Like I
Note
poked Rev in the
that-
eye.
Greater Restoration does cost 100 GP worth of consumables.
Fine, I'll take out 100. Do you just want me to just take out 100 gold?
Yeah, that's what we've done in the past. Normal, in theory, you should have to have diamond dust on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what
but-
happens when
So you,
there's
like, you
no
feel-
light. This is what happened when we can't use light. Is Justin looks up and realizes we haven't been using components this
yeah.
whole time.
So you like feel along Rev, and then you get up to Jack, and you're like, or you get up to the next thing, and it's like a cold stone. You're like, that feels like Jack. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Imbuing it with positive energy, you do manage to clear Jack of his
Ooh.
petrification.
I come out and I go, ah!
Is that just what you do whenever you come out of a stun or a
So anytime I
petrification now?
like, anytime I wake up in the morning,
All right. That's my turn.
Thanks, Bryn.
I move forward 3. I'm gonna go out 1, 2.
Smart.
What you looking
I'm
up?
looking
Dustin?
something up.
We could tell.
Dustin.
I'm scared.
I'm really just curious. Okay, yes, it does break concentration. Okay, that's what I was wanting to look up. Being petrified does break concentration. So your Trebek.
What he was looking up, guys, is did Rob
Can I
waste a
screw
4th level
Rob?
spell slot?
Even more, and the answer is yes. Yes, I can.
Sorry, Rob.
Mytharia, sorry, it is your turn next.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You do still have your reaction.
Cool. You dick.
Well, I don't have any more fighting spirit left because I used it all up.
Smells like fighting.
There's no more fighting her.
All right. So I guess rolling at a disadvantage here. I have a +1 because of I have a +1 because of Rev and a D4 for bless.
Correct.
I went into the arbor room to set
All right, the lowest one was a 4 plus 4, so that's 8, 9, which means it's a 20 total. Wow.
That's it. Nice.
I hit it. It's crazy.
Good buffing can do that.
Yeah. That is 9 slashing.
Very nice.
So you use a different die. That time I rolled 2 3s. Let's see if we can do that again.
Let's see if you do it again.
It's a 2, so that means 3 plus 3 is 6. This is a 17, which just misses.
17 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh. Third attack. Okay. Alright. 7.
I think you're good with a 7.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, that's 4. 5,
11.
12. That means 23 to hit.
Yep.
Do math tonight. It's cool. It's 12 slashing.
Very nice.
Bonus action. I'm gonna hit it again.
Do it.
At least try to.
Hit it again.
Somebody clicked haste. Was that you, Ryan?
Oh yeah, that was me. I was just making sure that I marked that I used it.
Straight 23 to hit.
Very nice.
Without additives.
Metagaming.
Oh, minimum damage. 7 slashing.
Well, continuing to hack into it. You can't really see the results right now, but you can hear the noises each time.
You're killing me.
Don't like this! And that's what
Drip, drip, drip.
Drip.
You can hear, you can hear the voices almost in response say, "Hard to fight what you cannot see." And then the jaws
I'm killing
snap
it just
shut
fine.
towards you once more, Mytharia.
I'm killing it just fine without light.
Right, that's a 23 to hit.
18 plus 5 is 23, so okay, it wouldn't matter. Cool, it hits.
Oh, I didn't want to do it this way. This is easier.
Not like this.
It deals 27 points of piercing damage. And then the poison courses into... Oop, what? But not bad, maybe? I don't know. And then the poison courses into for an additional 16 points of poison damage.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, another third down. Cool. That's
But that
fine.
is its
Not
turn.
good.
Rev, it is you.
I'm gonna feel the stone where Jack is and be like, I thought I was hiding behind Jack here, and try and swing around.
He is now
He's
Jack
not.
once more.
He's Jack again.
So you just squeeze my butt or something.
Yeah, I'll give your butt a little
You goosed
squeeze.
him.
Oh, sorry about that. And swing by, kind of like doing the whole like hand thing on. I guess I'm holding my sword.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
And try and
Rev is
stab
getting
where
very inappropriate.
Sharp blade coming through.
sharp blade coming through. Try and stab where I know the creature should be or was. So like right up here. And all right, let's see if my luck holds. Oh,
Very nice. Those definitely hit.
yeah. Too bad no sneak attack.
D4.
Doesn't need it.
Yeah. 13 damage.
Just doing my job.
Very nice. 13.
I'm gonna attack again. Oh, don't. I know it's not gonna hit, so give me a second. I'm going to precision strike.
Nope. D4.
D4,
Oh,
D4.
D4. See, that's where it comes in clutch. Right there.
I could talk sometimes too.
Well, no, I'm worried. I was just worried that you were going to say it's a miss, and then I would be like feeling bad that I wouldn't be able to use my.
You're fine. You're fine.
Well, I rolled a 1, so 18 hit.
18 does hit.
Great. That's awesome. Good thing I'm blessed. I love that buff. 9 damage.
All right. 2 more pierces into this creature.
Like usually it doesn't take this long. Let's do a pin cushion. I'm gonna come back this way.
Hissing sounds from before you.
And then
I kind of cut out halfway.
You had to say hissing sounds because it didn't come through on the mic.
I noticed that my mic cut off after the initial sound. It's like, well, whatever.
it sounded good. It sounded good at first. So then I'm gonna go ahead and hide again behind Jack.
All right. Speaking of him, Jack. It's you
31.
again.
Okay, I'm gonna stop being tricky. I'm gonna try to move here. Am I able to do so without falling off of anything?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
I guess I'm not really hidden anymore, huh?
Well, what you're hiding behind has suddenly moved away from you.
Listen. I'm not a wall, buddy.
Wait.
Jack, could you not move? As I walk up, I will pull out my diviner and blow a little toot toot and make Parallax start to kind of vibrate, I guess. And I'm going to booming blade this square, I think, right in front of Myetharia.
Yep, go for it.
Because I assume I can hear her blades like hitting things and it making sound, so that's where I'm guessing it is. So booming blade, here we go.
Disadvantage.
Add a D4. Oh, it's disadvantage. You can try again.
It was a natural 1 on the dice.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So my last 3 rolls, guys, have been a 2, a 2, and a 1.
Maybe you should not use those new fancy dice.
It did me well last time, not this time. Okay, nothing happens.
Unfortunately, yes, the sword in your hands fails to find any mark when you swing it.
How do you live like this, not being able to see in the dark? This sucks.
Yeah, you get used to it.
You were muted,
Anything else?
Cassie. We didn't hear you.
Yeah, Cassie, you're muted. He said Bryn helps him a lot.
Yep.
That's true.
Anything else, Jack?
No.
All right, Winry.
Stupid
First,
fight.
I'm going to shout, Myetharia's hurt to my left.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm fine.
Getting better.
She's bleeding. And then
She's getting
I
blood
will
on me.
This flesh wound.
You can't see
shut
that.
up.
You can't see on
Jack,
please.
I'll see
bite
that.
your legs off.
Oh, I need to watch that movie. It's been too long.
19.
19 does hit.
It's that he hears our neighbors talking over across the field.
1. 8.
8 points.
Bludgeoning and gosh. 3 cold.
All right. First strike does land, though.
Barely. Natural 1.
Unfortunately, the second does not. Doesn't help with that.
They can.
Flurry of blows. Had 2 and a 20. It's not gonna. 14,
Oh, if you roll the 4, it will.
15, 16,
Unfortunately, you didn't roll it.
and
Wah, wah.
5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17,
That one will hit.
18.
Agree about me.
Yep.
Don't like
You could light things up.
No.
13 damage.
Oh, very nice. Good hit.
Evil.
Starting to hear panting, difficult, labored breathing from before you as each strike seems to labor it.
I feel kind of bad killing something we can't even see. I always feel like
We're gonna be
being
able to see it at the
deceived
end.
into-
It's like this big squishy teddy bear guy.
Winry,
Oh, why'd you
But it's
do that
yeah,
to me?
hungry. He was
are
just
you all set?
hungry.
Yeah.
All right, Bryn.
I just wanted
I'm
to
gonna,
Got some cheese.
just like before, instead of with my hands now, I'm gonna have my mace out in front of me and sort of poke Myetharia in the back.
Yeah.
And
cuddle.
cast the cure wounds out of my mace.
Nice.
1d8. Do. Oh, you. Oh, a halfling's 1 is I experience because I don't.
When you roll
If I roll
healing.
a 1 on
Yep.
my healing die, I can re-roll it, and I got a 2.
Okay, it's okay. As long as I don't go
7
down this
hit
next round.
points. 7 hit points is
7
all.
could be
Oh, that was
just
so
enough.
stupid.
It's alright. It's okay. It
That's
was
all
stupid.
right.
Almost
Keep
gave
that-
myself
keep that-
77.
Keep that positivity going, Becca.
Oh boy.
Yep.
7 hit
I have
points might
38,
make
so
the
that
difference.
It could be enough.
Yeah, I'm still concentrating, and I don't have any other bonus action.
Moose.
Bonus. All right, that's all.
All right.
Probably should
Myetharia,
just cast that at a higher level.
it's you.
What? No, floaty voices.
You've heard all that there is to hear.
But
There is still the sound going on, like the rushing of wings and stuff and cloth flying through the air. You can't see anything, though.
Alright, whole bunch of more straight rolls over here.
D4.
Oh, oh wait, it's not straight rolls, it's that disadvantage this time. Oh, that's still good. Straight roll is, 26 to hit. Without additives.
But you're
Because of
rolling
the
with
product
disadvantage,
without
right?
additive. Yes, I rolled a 15 and a 17 that time. 12. Sorry, no, 13.
13.
Slashing.
Very nice. 13.
Second attack.
Why did I unpetrify you?
That's 5. Plus 3, 8, 9. So that's 20 total.
That
Okay.
does hit.
Did you guys hear what Stephanie
12
said?
slashing.
No, did not.
She said, "Why did I even unpetrify you if you're not going to do anything?"
Oof.
Oof.
Yikes.
Did you hear
Uncalled for.
just
Solid
12
strike.
slashing?
Yes. Yes, it did.
Third
Cutting
one.
words. Every bar.
Yeah, can you roll some d4 plus 4 damage there?
That's 23 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Come on. 11 slashing.
And with one last good slash
Yeah.
through a weak spot, you hear the wet sound of slopping body falling to the ground.
Why is that be wet?
As you hear that noise, though, the sound that you'd been hearing this whole time, those wings, those rushing of cloth around your head, stops. And the whole tunnel is eerily, deathly quiet, as all noise seemingly has stopped. Then, up ahead, a faint green light appears as it slowly grows back to what you would consider normal. This faint green light of before you, a city growing out from the tunnel that you are exiting. On the ground, I will make this global illumination for you. You see the dead body of this beautiful boy.
Oh, he's so cute.
Thank you. He's got chunky booty.
As his basilisk eyes stare out at you lifelessly.
I was wondering.
But
It
before
was a
you know,
basilisk.
the city of Foros Urendra, the lost city of the Terranesti, grows out from the light.
Are
I
any
hate
of the
how much that felt like a, and that's where we'll end up in this session type moment. I
Yeah,
hate how much
did.
it felt like that. Just like,
Would I know if there's any parts of a basilisk that would be like beneficial for like healing or things
Make-
like that?
You can make a nature check.
yeah, could
Oy.
we salvage any of this? If it's even real?
In his ear?
Fangs. Well, he doesn't have fangs.
I don't know. It's
Eyes.
only a 5.
Okay.
Oh, I'm still blessed. It's right after. I'm
Is
taking
it
it.
ability checks?
Nope. It's a 5.
Nope.
Nope.
You don't know for sure.
While you're like looking it over, maybe like kicking it a little to decide if it's useful, I'll walk up to you and say, thanks, Bryn. That was
You're just gonna rub it in now.
what?
Nothing. You're just. You
Yeah.
begin.
I was gonna try to come up with a pun, but I started the sentence too quickly. That was really hard.
Sometimes the
Yeah.
simple puns are the best.
Yep. You're welcome, Jack. Bryn doesn't get the pun.
I think I can see on your face that you're like being polite, like, and I'll like go over to Winry. I'll be like, hard, like I was stoned, like
He's not a bard anymore.
It made sense, right?
That's how I know something was wrong, because I thought you with my tail. You're very hard. But I wonder why some things in this place disappear and other things don't disappear.
Did the succubi disappear?
like-
Yeah, they did.
They
I think so.
did?
Their forms
Oh.
dropped. They had forms of beautiful Terranesti,
Oh, yeah.
Terranesti elves or something like that. That dropped to show that they were succubi. But I don't think they dissolved
They didn't.
like the claw creatures.
Yeah.
Beelzebubs.
Beelzebubs?
It's very curious.
Beelzebubs?
The Breezoo, or whatever it is.
Crabby boy. Well, good work, everyone. I guess let's go.
Continuing onwards, the depths of the cavern open up ahead, and a faint light filters in from overhead. It reveals that you're standing in the bottom of a wide and deep grotto. Vast carvings span the walls, stretching up hundreds of feet to a forest-shrouded sky. And while the floor of the grotto is mostly flooded, smooth black flagstones cracked from exposure and the growth of wild brush appear. Above the floor, there are two main tiers, at 40 and at 80 feet above. Amid the carvings are small tunnels on these tiers, accessible by ladders, most of which look ready to crack if any weight were put upon them. Sorry. A toppled ring of black obelisks marks the base of a switchback stairway that climbs one wall of the grotto, and they too are overgrown. If this truly is the entrance to a lost city, it looks to have been abandoned for decades. The river continues upstream, Its ultimate source hidden in caves too narrow to navigate, so it seems your only route is upwards.
And where's the green light coming from?
All around now. It's coming from above. You're like in a grotto, so the light is coming down, and so it was just the light here is kind of pale, faint green.
Oh, I see.
Is it dim? Is it dim light?
It is now as you're exiting. Yes, it will be considered dim light for the entire time.
And before we got in here, the woods were still like dead and decrepit and creepy, right? Is this
Yes.
area that, or are these like healthy living trees?
It is not like that. What you can see from down here, at least. You are in the bottom of like a 60, 80 foot hole right now, looking
Right.
upwards. But even from here, as you look upwards, there is a canopy of trees amongst here. There's also what appears to be a cloud layer that is above the trees. So even though most of this area is forested, above that is like clouds, and it makes it so that it is constantly, perpetually dim in here, not full bright sunlight. And you cannot see outside of kind of this area, so to speak.
Gotcha.
It is also warmer here. Before, you were coming in through the cold. The forest was cold. Everything around you was chilly. But here, as you start to make your way up from the grotto, it is warmer. It is temperate, kind of a neutral temperature now, once more.
So if I understand right, there were two tunnels and then a set of switchbacks that lead somewhere else.
Correct. There were two
Switchbacks.
tunnels within here if you wanted, but they look like they could barely support your weight on the ladders to get into them. Otherwise, there is the switchback that goes up from the grotto out to the kind of outside, so to speak.
Okay.
I say we
So
try
we-
the switchback, but if we don't find what we're looking for, then risking one of those tunnels.
You said it was at 20 and 40 feet, these tunnels?
40 and 80.
40 and 80.
40 and 80. Yep.
Goodness.
Oh. Well, I could get us up to the tunnels if we didn't want to use the ladders.
I could help.
I guess also what I'm understanding is the switchbacks essentially seem like they're leading out of this grotto.
Correct.
Okay. So I
Up
feel
and
like
out.
that leads us like not down into the city, but like up into the forest above. I don't think going up is necessarily where we want to go, right?
Well,
The Grove of what?
Maybe.
What is it again? The
Oh, that's right. Grove
They-
of Fallen
they said-
Hollows.
Grove of Fallen Hollows, and I mean, there could be more trees underground, but it seems like we should go where there are technically trees.
That makes
I mean,
sense.
While we were
Go ahead.
while we were walking along in the tunnels, did it feel like we were going down at all, or we couldn't tell?
Not consistently, at least. You went up and down periodically, but overall, probably not significantly up or down either way.
Okay.
My take
We
is
live in a
that-
world with magic, so
My take is that the tunnels probably has some sort of like loot or interesting stuff in there, and if we head up the switchback, we'll end up running into Ruark.
So what you're saying is the switchback is where the game wants us to go, but these tunnels are side tunnels too.
Yeah, if I was playing the video game, I would definitely want
Yeah.
to know what's down the tunnels. I would be looking
Yeah.
up the switchback and thinking, that's taking me to my primary objective. So what do
We look on the mini map and there's a glowing like green dot up the switchbacks.
We could also
Yeah.
get damaged more by
Game.
going down the tunnels.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, but I would like to. I mean, so I would love to check out the tunnels personally.
Maybe we could check out the shorter tunnel, like closer to the ground.
Well,
We're also
for me to get
searching
us,
for the other two.
True.
2 of 3 are in the Emerald
of.
Tree Peak with translucent leaves.
Oh.
Emerald Tree. I didn't write that one down.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, she said that in her initial thing. I
Yeah.
think.
What was it again?
2 of the 3 that, not Ruark, but the other 2.
Other two
Green
assassins.
Manor that is near a prominent peak. You'll recognize the peak by its emerald trees. Their leaves are translucent.
Is that what it looks like here?
I mean, you guys are at the bottom of a grotto right now. What you could see mostly is the sky above you, with a few edges of like forest. Unless you went up to the top, you're gonna have a hard time looking around at all. You're in a hole.
So, what I was going to suggest if we were going to go in the tunnels is I can summon Bigby's hand to lift us up to these tunnels, but it's a 5th level spell, so if we can avoid using it, that'd be dope. But
Well, I
if we
could-
need to, then
I
You
could
just
Oh,
send
you
Puck
can
over
fly.
there to look around?
we
Or that?
could.
Puck, or I could bring Rev and I can go up and look like we did when we were at the castle.
Let me send Puck. That doesn't cost anything, and I'll summon him on my shoulder and say, and if anything happens to him, it would be very sad, but probably okay. So I will put my hand on Winry's shoulder and send Puck up to take a look into the tunnels.
Okay. Kind of diving into the tunnels a little bit. The tunnels appear to be a labyrinth of sorts. It is a convoluted mess in there. And Puck and you quickly become on the verge of getting lost
No.
as you start flying in there. If you keep going, you might risk Puck having troubles making it back out.
Oh, don't worry. I call him back. I don't want that
It
to
is
happen.
blank as far as you can tell. It is just a mess of blank tunnels. The only thing that Puck would see is there are carvings on the walls as you go. I would like for you to make a religion check for me.
Okay. Using a
Yeah,
different
sit
die
up,
this
stop
time.
relaxing, and
Hey, that's not terrible.
Not bad.
It's not great, but it's not terrible. 18.
okay. You recognize a few of them here and there, not all of them, but every now and then you pick out iconography that is similar between Shahalesti and Terranesti, it appears. Things about the cycle of elven souls and returning to the earth, so to speak, and being spun out anew. There's iconography that seems to suggest that the Shahalesti and the Terranesti's beliefs in the elven life cycle seem to have at least somewhat coincided.
Maybe we aren't that different after all.
Single tier.
Yeah. I'll call Puck back. I don't want anything bad to happen to him.
You said it's talking about death.
Well, I don't think
not,
I said anything. No.
not explicitly about death. It's more about like the cycle of souls.
Cycle of souls. Okay. Interesting.
When Puck comes back and lands on my shoulder, I'll give him a little scritch.
Anything
There
worth pursuing?
were some symbols on the walls that were interesting, but other than that, it seems like it's just a labyrinth of tunnels up there.
Did you check the lower one or the higher one or both?
Just to save time. Yes.
Okay. Well, Let's go to the top of this thing then.
I don't want
The next
to.
place, yeah.
Did you have Pug just take right turns? Like keep us.
That only works if it's a
Wait.
maze, not if there like cycles back on itself.
Oh.
I mostly wanted to see if there was anything dangerous up there, and Puck didn't see anything, but also it seems like it's going to be quite a bit of effort to make progress through those tunnels. I will say my curiosity is piqued a bit, but we do have a mission.
Maybe later.
This is mine.
Yeah, maybe we can double back.
Up the stairs.
The stairway, heading upwards, ends at a broad, open cliff, revealing what it seems to you, at least, to be a remarkable vista. This city lies nestled in a valley, surrounded by high, snow-topped peaks. And behind you, the slope of the mountain rises up thousands of feet like a wall, though its full size is hidden by the colossal trees in the area. Chill, misty air, stuff that you would call clouds if you were lower on the ground, seems to float within the city itself. Foros Arendra is built on many levels, amid massive trees and jagged hills and dark sinkholes. Wooden structures, most of which seem to be on the verge of falling apart, stand high on distant branches, or sit at the mouths of caverns in the hills. The trees, hundreds of feet tall and across, rise from the slanted earth, their roots merging with the stone to create a confusing mess of tunnels and passageways. Another disorienting network of wooden bridges, many of them aged and frail, span from building to building amid the trees. It is a city built just as fully and just as haphazardly on the vertical as well as on the horizontal, and just looking at it is dizzying, and somewhere in that chaos hides your prey. I'm going to drag you across to the map of the place.
Is there a picture in the book or anything like that?
I wish there was a better art for this one, but unfortunately I do not think that there was anything beyond the kind
It sounds so
map.
cool.
It does. Ooh.
I don't know how much you can see, but I'm totally fine with you seeing the whole thing.
You cannot see the whole thing. Radius is, I think,
Okay.
radius is about an inch. I don't know.
Alright.
From our
Seems about right.
position, can we see any like movement in the city?
The few things that you can see from here, as you kind of enter here in the southeastern side here, beyond kind of the haphazardly scattered houses and buildings among the trees, nothing moves that you can see. There are, however, a handful of larger locations that seem to stand out to you. And I wish I could figure out how they're doing the light of this token, because I would like to make it a little bit bigger. But it does not seem to be emitting light. It's turned off. Dynamic lighting is turned off. Whatever. We're gonna do this. I think this will work.
Whoa! We can see everything. Whoa!
Yeah, I have the whole map.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Yeah, it's black for me
Hold
now.
on.
We had it for about a second. It was very cool looking.
And this is controlled by all players. But
Oh,
there.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
What you can kind of make out from here most clearly are 2, 3, 4, and 5, if you can see the numbers on there.
They're tall, yeah.
Oh, you probably see the names and stuff too. Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I rolled green peak.
Well, that
we
one's
could've
very
probably
obvious, to be fair. Even
Oh,
from a
yeah.
distance, it's a
With the
jagged hill
exception of
there in
Rob.
the middle. and it's capped with what appears to be relatively small trees in the grand scale of things. But these trees, even from this distance, glint like emeralds on the horizon. Right next to it is a bigger tree that seems to have a large house built on top of it and many structures on the way up. And there's like a staircase almost that seems to round it on its way up.
That's so cool.
Straight up to the north is a tree that appears to have kind of these jagged spikes almost nestled or piercing into it. And then to the straight west, the number 5 over there, is a somewhat lower building that's kind of adjacent to a massive tree. You can just make out the building over there, and yeah, those are the main points that you can see. Beyond that, there's a handful, like you can see on the map here too, of little outrider buildings. All of them look desiccated, abandoned, and on the verge of collapse.
Is it possible for one of you who has magic to be able to go up higher so that we can get if we can see these higher outcroppings, perhaps we can see further into the forest to see where perhaps there might be, try not to metagame here, where there could be a grove of fallen trees?
Can do that.
You send Puck up to see what it looks like from top down.
Well, Puck can only go so
Hold on.
far.
Did I turn it off?
What?
Okay, I thought I turned off the headphones by accident.
No.
Someone talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can you
just
hear
checking.
us? Okay.
I'll just I can just cast polymorph on myself and go for a fly.
That's very expensive.
As a what?
It's a fourth level spell. It's fine.
Mine's a feat that I can get back after
How far can you fly?
my speed for a minute.
Oh,
For 1 minute.
All right. We're just going up high. Go up for 30 seconds, come down for 30 seconds. It's a long way.
Hey, that's better.
oh.
Sorry.
That works.
Y'all, this is all underground also.
Now
Yeah, that's
this is
about the right
this
amount
is a
of
hidden village. This is a secret hidden village. This is
No, this isn't
Like
underground.
we came out from underground because we were underground.
We came out from underground, but this isn't underground. The
Okay.
underground was going through the mountain.
Huh. Weird.
We're on the other side in like a valley. Well, I will.
I bet you couldn't find.
I'll say, if everyone wants to take a chill, have a seat, and I'll be back in an hour, and I'll just do. I'll sort around this spot and find all of our locations. Well, it lasts an hour. I'll probably be back before that.
Do you want someone to go
Why?
with you? Can you take someone?
Sure. Winry, you want to ride with me?
Absolutely.
I will turn
What are you gonna be?
into. Well, I'm not sure. I was gonna go with a giant eagle, but that's kind of lame. I want me to turn into a giant owl?
A
It
big
has good
pup?
perception.
A big pup.
Yeah, better perception.
Can Puck come with us too?
Like your baby owl?
Little Puck, big.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let me make sure that's what I want to do.
So do we want to, because we can see the emerald trees, do we want to try and find the other two to see if they're more open to negotiation before we confront Ruark?
Pretty good idea.
I
Didn't
don't
one
know
of
if
this
it's worth trying.
What?
didn't someone say that those two didn't necessarily agree with him?
No.
I don't remember that.
Someone's okay.
I mean, there were the succubi trying to persuade us that they were the ones and saying that Ruark betrayed them, but
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
I will
don't
turn
think-
into a giant owl that
Okay.
looks just like Puck, but way bigger,
Cool.
and allow Winry to jump on my back and also Puck to fly along.
What is
And we'll take off and we'll do
What is
we'll do
Puck? What was
What
that?
does Puck do?
Puck's like, father. Yeah, Puck and I now can have a conversation because we both speak owl.
Aw.
And we'll just do we'll fly over the city to find all these locations,
I
looking
gave
for
you your own
the
token.
Ooh.
The Jack and Winry
Right.
token.
Just try not to be too obvious, I say as they take off into the sky.
Giant owl.
Giant owl with a
Wearing a
tabaxi on its
tabaxi on its
back.
I go to say, don't worry, Myetharia. I'm really, really stealthy as a giant owl, but all it comes out is whoo!
Ooh,
Really loud.
We need artists to make this.
So I'll do a lap around and looking for the what Winry said, what Cassie said. The
Emerald green.
Emerald, yep, that. Which isn't
In the
safe to assume
grove
that's
of
this.
fallen trees.
Yep, and then I'll continue to swoop around. And let's see. Hides in a grove of fallen hollows, so I assume fly by over there and I'll see something that indicates that that's what that is.
At this
then-
point,
No.
as you're flying around, about here, give or take, a black arrow comes flying upwards towards you. Does a 16 hit the owl?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my gosh! Please tell me you have.
Can
luck.
Winry catch it?
It's not aimed at her.
That would be beautiful though.
I swear, if they capture you guys,
That would be really cool.
Oh.
You're gonna leave me with
Is it 16 hit?
Myetharia and Rev?
Oh yeah, giant owl has 12
It's
AC.
not actually the worst.
Okay.
No fun for you.
Not actually the
Go
worst.
ahead. As it hits
No one's
you,
talking.
as it hits, it bursts into this
Oh,
wispy
no.
black gas that surrounds you. Go ahead and make a. I have to make a roll. Sorry. Okay. So what level?
It's
It's
tapping.
polymorph, so it's a 4th level spell. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled an 18, and so as the arrow of Shatter spell hits you, your polymorph
Oh.
immediately is dispelled,
Oh,
and you
jeez.
begin falling from the tree, or from a great height.
Okay.
You have your turn to react.
I'll cast polymorph again, and as soon as I cast it,
Make
I'll
a
start
concentration check for me.
hauling back. Concentration, huh?
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Or a constitution check, I guess, technically.
17.
Okay, perfect. You have your composure enough that despite falling at full speed towards this imminent ground, you can concentrate enough to recast polymorph on yourself.
Yep, and I'll make sure I have Winry and my little son, and immediately
on that
just
note,
like
Puck is dead. Puck has been skewered with an arrow. He is puffed into nothingness and is gone.
I think, you son of a bitch, but all that comes out is woo. I go, "Woo."
Or
just-
you say
just
it
mournful outcry across the forest.
Oh,
Or you
Christ.
start saying it before you cast. You say, "You son of a who."
Well, without my little son Owl, I will bank hard and start going straight back to the
I
group.
know we're coming.
And then get shot at from the emerald trees.
I guess. Was there any way to know which direction that came from?
You didn't see the initial shot, I will say.
Yeah.
But I will
fine.
allow you to make a guess. You can make a perception check if you'd like to. Winry, you can also. But I will say it's going to be very hard.
Seven.
That was obnoxious. 24.
Oh,
You're not sure. That's close, but
Was
not
it-
quite.
Did you set it as a 25, you
I
dick?
did set it as a 25.
You're such a jerk.
My mind.
Fair, that's fair.
That's
So
all
it definitely came from before you, so to speak. Kind of like that general,
where we are right now.
like
Calm.
120 degrees.
yeah.
So either from somewhere in
6.
that vague
Right.
direction, if that makes sense.
I gotcha.
Um,
So while we're flying
specifics of
back-
it, though, don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
while
it's
we're
like
flying back,
this area.
I want to kind of look for, like, can we just follow the river to get to these spots? Is there a road to go along?
So there are like paths, so to speak, that you can wind your way through the city in order to make it to whichever of these places that you'd like to. Yes,
This river is so windy.
Wendy.
While we go along, can I tell if there's like other bees or things in the forest area?
So there are no animals in this place. No.
Oh, probably shouldn't have polymorphed into an animal then. Huh?
The only thing that I'd say that you could notice is that that number 4, as you're flying back past it, does look a little bit more lived in. It's clearly cleaned up as opposed to all the rest of the places. There's a small fire, it seems, because there's a little bit of smoke rising from one of the buildings near the top. And that's really all that you can make out as you work your way back.
Okay. So we'll come back and I'll land and drop the spell, and I'll say, "Well,
Fun time.
someone shot me. It hurt real bad.
Corian! I told you both to be
He
flying high
it
so
wasn't.
you wouldn't be seen.
It wasn't his fault.
Well, regardless, I think we found where the Emerald Peak is, and also one of the big trees over there, and I'll kind of point, looks like maybe someone lives there currently. Maybe that's a good place to stop off and, you know, get a feel for the town."
And visit.
You didn't see a group of fallen trees.
Did I?
I think it's fair to think that you found a place that could be considered Fallen Hollows. It's almost like a graveyard, though.
Relay that.
That's your best guess, though, just based off of everything else that you've seen here. Doesn't have anything to do with what you would consider Fallen or Hollow.
And you said we can't see the sky at all. It's just like sort of cloud cover at our level and up.
Correct. It's like it fades into gray clouds as you look up. Gray-green.
Well, lead the way, I suppose. Know where we're going.
Well,
Maybe we should just start at number 5. The first tree
Go ahead.
that we see, and make our way around.
as we fly over each of these locations, they've got a really big number on them.
Yep. It's just painted into the trees around them.
It's
Easy
like Disney
peasy.
World. It's like the hedges
I
are like
see.
cut into the shape of the
I
numbers.
say we go right to number 6.
But maybe there's some cool stuff before we head to Ruark.
We don't have any
feel like
attunement slots, Cassie.
But maybe there's better stuff to replace your slots.
Do we want to maybe go try to face off against Ruark's friends first?
Yes.
I'm worried that will only weaken us because I don't see them changing their position. They seem to work for Ruark. If that's what all of you believe the direction you believe we should go in, then very well. But if they have a path straight to him, then I don't see what going to them would do.
They may back him up in a combat. Maybe it's better to isolate him before we take him on.
I don't know that we have a path right to him. We have to go through all of this forest before we get there.
Who's on the other side? See.
I think if we deal with his friends, it will be a wise tactical move, and maybe we can talk to them and convince them to stand down, or deal with them as we need to.
Right. If that is the best option. GM, would we have maybe gotten a short rest while they were away, or was it not enough time?
If you want to take a short rest, absolutely, that's fine. It probably would not have been enough time, but it is acceptable.
Okay, because I want to heal a bit. I'm at just over half between some healing I did and Bryn's healing. So,
No problems there.
Ryan, we're discussing if we want to go after Ruark's buddies first, or go straight to the R-Man. You're muted.
I vote buddies.
Yeah, I think
I would
that's
say
the right move.
I would say at least go to the Grand Manor before we go anywhere. I mean, I like the idea of swinging by the Forge or the Emerald Peak, but I think, and so I could do really any of them. I would say let's just try and like pick a place and go. You know.
Maybe just follow the river.
What time of day is it?
It's really hard to tell time of day, actually, because it's just a constant dim light. You have no sun to gauge that by. You've been in a pitch dark cave for the last handful of hours. You don't know.
Justin killed my little owl son. I mean,
sure did.
Oh, if we're gonna, as soon as, yeah, of course I'm sad. Puck's my buddy.
Aren't you just annoyed that you have to recast it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down while we're discussing, and I'm gonna lay out the ritual to cast it again.
Doesn't it take an hour?
How long does it take?
I think it takes 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I think if you cast it as a ritual, it takes an hour.
we've been taking talking a while.
I think, but I might be wrong.
I'm looking.
1 hour plus 10 minutes. Yep.
It's even longer than an hour.
But it's Puck.
You don't do anything.
But
Oh.
oh, it was so useful there, and with the tunnels,
so
super
mean
useful.
What happens when you move to the couch?
Yeah, we're
You're
sitting.
leaning in the
We're
cuddle.
sitting
I'm
not at the
being
table, but
sleepy.
on the table next week.
On it. Not even in the chairs.
No, on the cold glass. I'm gonna call you big.
I think it
stupid
might be
poop head
helpful
every
to
5
head
minutes.
to where we saw there were people living first to get information about the area,
Yeah.
before heading to where we believe the two are. And then at the end of all this, we can visit all of the places because I really want to.
I think that's a great idea. That's a good plan. Let's go with that.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do that.
We'll head
Okay.
in the general direction of the emerald trees / the big house with fire.
Correct.
Can I just say though that I'm fading and
It was going to be the end, so don't worry.
Okay.
As you
Oh,
head
boy.
in that direction,
I was
it's a couple miles actually of traveling, in case you're curious, about 2 miles, give or take. As you head in this direction, and you see before you a huge house that spans the entire vast boughs of what must be the largest tree you have ever seen in your life. There's buildings that lie scattered along across its branches, connected by bridges of wood and curling stone. Most have been cracked or warped from age. And while most of the structures here are dilapidated and deserted, you spy one, a family dwelling it appears, that has clearly been cared for and recently. It is round, with a walkway around its edge, and it boasts a sloped roof to shed the rain and falling leaves. A single branch the size of a normal tree protrudes from the center of its roof, and a single door provides ingress, though several of the windows appear large enough to climb through if they weren't tightly shuttered. As you approach this building, this house,
I'm gonna have my swords out, just so you know, because I don't trust anything up here.
Absolutely. I'm going to drag us across to the map of the manor house here. You can see it in all of its glory, and as you approach this building that appears to be lived in and recently, that is where we are going to end things for tonight's session, and we'll pick up next time with what you find here.